Hi, I'm Brooke and this is Maya. We love hiking, camping, kayaking, and everything outdoors. I recently quit my job on the East Coast in pursuit of exploring some of the most beautiful places in America. Come along on today's adventure, and before you leave, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Welcome to another Unwind Outdoors video. As you can see, the 2019 Rav4s, the back seats when you fold them down are on a little bit of an incline. So I removed my back seats and built a platform in its place. The first step is to remove those rubber mats and then pop up these little pins. Those pop out really easily. All you have to do is pull at it a little bit and it'll pop right up. The next step is to just fold that flap up higher, which reveals 4 bolts. For this project, you're going to need a socket wrench. You might be able to get away with a normal wrench, but the socket wrench is definitely better for getting into the little spaces that we will be getting into in a moment. You're going to need a 12mm and a 14mm. Once you have those, go ahead and remove these 4 bolts. Once those bolts are removed, the hinge will wiggle and you can pull it up a little bit, and then the seat will slide right out. At this point, I realized that I was supposed to remove the bottom half of the seat first, so I just flopped this out of the way to make room to remove the bottom half of the seat. All you have to do here is just pull up on the front and it'll pop out of place. This is probably the easiest part of removing the seats. Once the bottom half is out of the way, you can get in here better with the wrench and you can see what bolts you need to remove. So as you can see, the seat belt is attached with a bolt, so you have to take that bolt out. Next, there is a wire that you need to disconnect. Just pull those 2 pieces apart. And then once you do that, the seat will be free and you can remove it from the vehicle. Now these next few steps, you don't have to do them, however, I think it gives you a better bare bones to work with if you do. So you're just going to go ahead and remove the rest of the hardware. Again, it's just removing a few bolts and then everything will pop right out. This is what it looks like once you remove the back seats and all of the hardware. I like to add a little rug on here. I think it makes it look nicer and it also helps with road noise. So next I begin the installation process of my bed platform. I built it in 4 different sections. So this first is the front section. I built it so that I could just pop it in through the trunk and not have to take the sides off. It's nice and light and easy to maneuver. Once I put that front piece in, the next 2 pieces are the flaps that go on that and finish it off. These are really easy to put in place. I just have to set them on the platform. Once those are in place, the last piece that I need to put in the car is the back section. This is really easy to do and it just slides right in place up against the front piece. The last step is just to secure these flaps to the front piece, which I do with screws and piano hinges. I do have an affiliate link if you would like to go purchase these piano hinges. I also have links for a whole bunch of the other gear I use for car camping and hiking, all sorts of stuff, so if you're interested in that, go check out the description below. My drill died, so I finished this off camera. But that was everything. I removed my back seats and I installed my bed platform. It's a much more simple process than it may sound, and it only took me about 30 minutes total. I have a video that shows exactly where I keep everything and why I built the platform the way I did, so if you would like to check that out, that will be in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe learned a thing or two. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.